to the first episode of
Yes.
Vibecast.
If you are watching us and hearing this, you get your life together, man. Do something.
Yeah, exactly. Do something about it. Or if you want to be our free follower, like we very, appreciate that. Subscribe कीजिए,
Yes,
like
man.
कीजिए.
अगर कोई यहाँ तक बचा है देखने वाला, I don't think so.
I mean, you look that looked a bit fake.
It's okay. Everything is fake. We already discussed that. I am fake.
Everything is fake,
Like, I am
man.
very.
The guy,
Yeah,
the
yes,
guy
fake.
wearing the helmet is calling us
I mean,
fake.
the
man.
way. Yeah,
अगर हमारे
Irony about
100K सब्सक्राइबर हो जाएंगे तो हेलमेट गाय will remove his helmet.
Welcome back to the second round of the Vibecast. And now we have actually two interesting gentlemen available to us.
Two more.
One guy who
One was
thinks,
available, man.
yeah, one was already available, but he was, away or like afraid of coming to the camera. One guy
Yes,
is
man. He was fingering too much.
the very well-renowned Indian DB Cooper. Welcome, Mr. Salty. How do you feel to be part of the Vibecast?
Thank you for the introduction. I don't know about the interesting part. I'm just a ordinary salty person, but feeling very privileged to be part of this podcast, talking to you guys, sharing my ideas. Looking
For
forward
sure.
to this.
For sure, yeah, we also welcome that. Likewise. Catchy, how do you feel? Are you still fiddling around with your jiggly wiggly bits, or everything is okay on your end?
Everything is okay on my end, but I feel your accent is a bit fake.
It's okay, man. Like everything is fake, Until you make it,
Man,
you
this
gotta
is
fake
this
it.
is less fake, man. This is less fake. You should have heard, man.
Yeah.
पहली बार जब करा
I
था, that
mean,
was super fake.
Let's not get bogged
we
down here.
understand your.
Let's not get bogged down
No,
on
I
bull,
understand
like
you
you know.
wanna. He wants to impress French girls, so that's why I think he has that English.
I don't
French
think this is
accent,
going to
something
work.
में.
But this is a very bad attempt, I think.
Bad attempt.
Let's not get bogged down here. Let's come to the topic of discussion today. The focus is Indian cricket team. We have been discussing about the elephant in the room question. Why does India not
No,
play
man.
Pakistan?
Leave the elephant alone, man. Please, man. The elephant
So
is eating khichdi and fafda, man.
I know, but like elephant doesn't care, man. Like even if I bite it, like it's not gonna happen anything to the elephant. So we are okay with that. So Salty, do you want to chime in like why India may not actually tour Pakistan for the Champions Trophy? And there are speculations right now that the tournament itself may be moved to another country. Some said that speculation is that might be moved to South Africa or it might be moved to actually in India, and Pakistan would be boycotted out of the tournament. So what do you make of it?
Boycotted out?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, Pakistan won't play.
So they are saying they won't come, or we are not allowing them to come.
Well, I mean, Pakistan says like if they take out the tournament, if they take away the tournament from Pakistan, like in a hybrid model, so they will not play.
Hmm.
So basically, ICC, which is basically BCCI, Jay Shah talking to Jay Shah basically, telling like he said basically like the tournament may be taken away from Pakistan, and Pakistan board said like okay we won't do that. So maybe the tournament may not happen without Pakistan. So what do you make of it?
If I have to put it, I understand why India is important क्योंकि बहुत सारा पैसा इंडिया से आता है. अगर इंडिया नहीं खेलेगा तो I would say ICC would lose 70 to 80% of its sponsors and viewership. So from a monetary standpoint, I understand why India holds such importance. इंडिया को अभी पाकिस्तान क्यों नहीं जाना? ये बहुत controversial चीज़ है. मोस्टली बिकॉज ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स ऐसा स्टांस हो गया है कि हम उस कंट्री के साथ नहीं खेलेंगे जिन्होंने हमारे देश में अटैक किया है या हमारे देश पे टेररिज्म किया और दे कीप ऑन सेंडिंग टेररिस्ट इफ नॉट द गवर्नमेंट देन डेफिनेटली देयर आर्मी डज. तो अगर हम वहाँ पे खेलेंगे सारा प्रॉफिट उनके पास जाएगा, सारा पैसा उनकी गवर्नमेंट के पास जाएगा विच विल अल्टीमेटली गो टू देयर आर्मी एंड विच कैन हेल्प देम डू मोर क्रॉस बॉर्डर टेररिज्म. Yeah, again, this is just a hypothesis. I don't know how true this is. So, to boycott, I understand from a governmental standpoint कि नहीं खेलना हम नहीं खेलेंगे. Makes sense to me. अगर tournament moves out of Pakistan, to be honest, it will be very unfair. From optics standpoint, ऐसा लगेगा कि इंडिया ने bully किया पाकिस्तान को और पूरा tournament move करा दिया. Which is kind of true, which India is currently doing. मेरे को कुछ गलत नहीं लग रहा उसमें. उसमें मेरे को हार सिर्फ पाकिस्तान की दिख रही है और आईसीसी की दिख रही है. इन एनी केस इंडिया विल बी ओके. हमें इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा.
Yeah, so I have 2 points there. The fun thing is that India in itself, like as an Indian sporting tours, other sporting disciplines do actually play in Pakistan. So most recently, India had sent a Davis Cup team to Pakistan. तो वो मैच हुआ था. Nobody did a hue and cry. And there are other like minor sporting events that actually do happen, and then India has sent players there in recent time. So that's one thing. But I do agree with you about ki economic is a huge factor. Like like India's pull and gravitas is there. But ethically, I feel like he shouldn't like the country that doesn't want to tour that country. Like maybe you don't want to play them against Pakistan or whatever. Shouldn't they be forfeiting that match instead of the other team being allowed to give up the tournament altogether?
समझा नहीं मुझे
Like
क्लियरली.
India,
What is
India should forfeit that game against Pakistan and give the Pakistan the points. But like it's right now, seems like it's gonna be other way around. Like Pakistan would have to give up that match basically. Like in the past, like if you remember, look back, '96 World Cup, में Australia didn't tour. Australia didn't want to play in Sri Lanka because of security reasons. West Indies didn't play, and then they gave those points to Sri Lanka because Sri Lanka got a walkover in those matches. And same thing happened in 2003 World Cup, में England didn't tour to Zimbabwe, and then England gave up that match basically. So India doesn't want to tour
correct?
this time
It's
around
not.
Pakistan. So maybe if you're gonna keep the
I
sports fair,
understand.
yeah, so it should be equal, no? Fair and equal.
So it's not just about that. It's also about the participating in the whole क्या बोलते हैं उसको country. सिर्फ वो उसका point नहीं है. Instead they can have India's matches in Dubai and let India play in Dubai against Pakistan, or only India के matches will happen in Dubai because the team is not a problem. It's the location that is a problem.
Yeah, I see the point, but like Pakistan had PCB, I mean, it's a haphazard board. We can agree on that, but like, they also proposed that India just only play in Lahore. They don't even have, they just have to play the game during the day or night match and go to Amritsar the same day, which is like maybe half an hour, 40 minutes drive or whatever for them. So I'm not sure, like, I thought it could
But
have been a
that is
workable
that
solution.
is nice.
That was the
That is
solution that
nice.
was proposed by them. Also, on the other side,
Yeah,
like,
but like, why take so much risk? No, like, why
even
India? Like, why take so much risk?
yeah, but like even Pakistan had done the same gesture, right? Pakistan team came here last year to play the World Cup, no? That's also there. I mean, somewhat like me, I can see the like, economic aspect of it. Like, the ICC gerrymanders the every ICC tournament where India is always playing Pakistan, so they always know this is a big draw game. Always happens. Everybody knows it. Always happens. Like England, Australia playing in a group stage, India, Pakistan playing in a group stage. That always happens in any ICC tournament. Look back, go back any like 10, 15 years. So if that's the
हाँ.
game, but then maybe I feel like there should be some normalcy drawn to a game of cricket. Like I think just fans lose out, people lose out, and I don't personally as a sport fan or whatever, I don't like the aspect of bullying in a particularly like in these scenarios. Like why do they want to like flex their advantage to the other country?
इंडिया देखो टेक्निकली फ्लेक्स नहीं कर रहा है. दे आर नॉट फ्लेक्सिंग एनीथिंग बट इंडिया डज होल्ड वेट. तो वो अगर नहीं भी करना चाहे वो ऑटोमेटिकली हो जाएगा वैसा प्रॉब्लम अपना.
Yeah.
So again, I don't think so the problem is playing with Pakistan. I think problem is playing with Pakistan in Pakistan, and India is not okay with that for some reason.
Yeah.
वो reason could be political, could be economical, could be safety का मेरे को नहीं लगता इतना है क्योंकि recently काफी
What?
tours हुए काफी country हुए.
Yeah. So I have a very solid point on this. If Kohli is going, then no. If Kohli is not going, I don't.
Kohli is going. Kohli is part of one-day team. Hasn't retired yet.
Yeah. So don't. I am not for voting for putting danger on Kohli. No?
अरे
Virat
Safety.
Kohli is
Kohli
कुछ
life.
होगा तो
Virat Kohli
Kohli lives
treasure.
matter, man. Kohli lives matter, man. Like what?
What a biopic viewpoint है.
देखो
Senior Wumpus.
गलती से भी किसी भी टीम पे एटलीस्ट इंडियन टीम पे गलती से भी कुछ हो गया पक्का और होगा क्योंकि कोई भी गवर्नमेंट हो दे नो कि क्रिकेट के वजह से इतनी ऑडियंस फैन फॉलोइंग है. मतलब वैसे ही समझो अपना रिलीजन ही है एक तरीके से. तो अगर गलती
Hmm.
से भी टच भी हो गया किसी को कुछ या आसपास बम भी फूटे तो वॉर लाइक सिचुएशन होगी. इट विल बी वेरी हार्ड टू डी एस्केलेट दैट सिचुएशन. और
Okay.
फिर भूल जाओ, फिर इंडिया पाकिस्तान के मैचेस ही नहीं होंगे. सो आई एम प्रीटी श्योर दे विल टेक केयर ऑफ सिक्योरिटी. Security will be very high. I'm not scared of that aspect.
Agree.
I'm totally okay.
Yeah. Does anybody remember
Yeah.
2004 series? India Pakistan की जो bilateral series थी. Like, does anybody remember that?
वो
I don't know. I'm
जिसमें
not
तूने
that
In
old.
लिया
which
था.
in which in which Dravid and CAF scored like 70 odd runs
Yep.
again and again.
Yeah, that one.
Uh,
Sehwag
yeah.
played like it was like a remarkable series, like test in one day.
Yeah.
India had won 2-1 against Pakistan, and then in that same series, like Sehwag scored like the first triple hundred for Indian batsman. Sachin was, sent home at 194 not out, which he was like very upset about, for example. I wouldn't go in there. But it
Yeah.
was a remarkable series in terms of goodwill between the two countries. I just today saw a tweet by Virender Sehwag, apparently, like he was quoted that he went to Lahore
Hmm.
and then he went to some shop to buy some stuff. He bought like
Hmm.
30 or 25 saris for his relatives and all that. And the
Yeah.
person,
Yeah.
like the shopkeeper,
Give
didn't
it for
even,
free. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
gave it for free. And that was the sort of
Yeah. Yeah.
goodwill that was developed. And these guys like talk now all that India, Pakistan, blah blah blah. But like I feel like certain ways, like mending the ways or fences is much better, like than like having this kind of world situation. It's somewhat better.
But
Like
like
sports
it's
does heal, like sports like improve like relationships between two countries and whatnot. Um,
but like I
That
agree,
is
uh,
matlab, I agree, matlab, like I agree that it's good for the people, but like people are genuinely like, you know,
hmm,
not the guilty party here, you know. And I
yes,
also it's like
I
good for whom, like it's good for whom, like it's not good for any government basically, like you know,
Hmm.
it doesn't allow you
देखो
to set any
problem
agenda for you.
again. Problem is not the people.
Yeah,
Problem is what is happening from that country. It might not be because of the government, but it is because of the army or something supported by the army. And also they are not doing anything to curb that. और वैसा हो गया कि तुम भरोसा करो उन पे फिर वापस आके पीठ पे तुम छुरा घोपोगे तो वो सही नहीं होता. और ये एक बार नहीं हुआ, ये कई बार हुआ. खेल भी लेंगे, फिर मान लो खेलते वक्त कुछ हो गया, बॉर्डर के उस पार से कुछ कहीं से आ गया, तो फिर पब्लिक वापस गाली देगी कि क्यों हम कर रहे हैं, क्यों हम खेल रहे हैं,
क्यों
क्यों जा
भेजा?
रहे हैं हम.
Yes,
okay, fair
too
enough.
risky, man. It's like
Fair
too
enough.
risky.
Catchy, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, not much. I mean, I think like sports can unite people, but it won't. United people is not beneficial for the guys up top.
Agreed, agreed.
What's beneficial for them is division.
Yes,
Hmm?
man. Like I used to remember a time, like like we hated Shoaib Akhtar and all for like getting Sachin out, but like we didn't, like hated them as like being Pakistanis or what. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, but like,
yeah, we like saw them and human, man. Like they were fun. Like people saw
Hmm.
like making fun of them. Like yeah,
अभी
one
जैसे वो उनकी कमेंट्री होती है, ये वसीम अकरम और वो जो पैनल बैठता है ए स्पोर्ट्स का,
yeah,
they do fun commentary and people listen in, and a lot of people from India also listen in. उनको
yeah,
मजा
yeah,
आता है. तो ऐसा नहीं है हेट प्लेयर्स के अगेंस्ट है या किसी के
yeah,
अगेंस्ट है.
yeah, yeah.
fair enough, fair enough.
No, but
Like,
people have forgotten it, man. Like soon, like we'll get old, and if nothing happens, like people will forget anything like this ever existed. It will be
yeah,
like us telling our kids basically.
yeah, that could happen. Like,
अनलेस
in
हम लोग के टाइम पे कुछ होता,
हमारे टाइम पे वही
then
होगा, बस आईसीसी इवेंट होगा and Pakistan is not really in a position to fight. Basically, it's like
yeah, I mean the way it is heading out right now is
boring matches.
they're gonna go for a fracas right now. Like in Pakistan has this time kind of decided that they won't play against India. So if they take the tournament away, like in a hybrid model, so
Hmm.
Pakistan won't fly their team to Dubai to play India, and then basically that would be a walkover for India. So India will get the points. But the interesting thing is if Pakistan and India make it to the semi-final or final, that would be interesting. If knockout happen hota to फिर क्या होने वाला है? That would be really fun. I'm like really just curious about this tournament that is coming through. Like
Man,
nobody
give it
knows
to
whether.
Australia, man. Everything looks better in Australia, man.
Yeah, but like
Give it to
political
Australia.
tension and all that, it's fun. To see that like the whole thing play out. Especially everybody's saying ODIs is on his last leg anyway. Like people don't like ODI format. There are other several reasons why people are not watching it. Like, but you know, but I think it'll be cool to see like this final tournament, maybe like what happens, you know. Maybe tournament may not ever happen at all. I don't know. We'll see.
Man, we should ask
नहीं
Adani,
tournament
man.
तो होगा. It will be
Yeah.
very not okay if the tournament doesn't happen. The tournament will happen most likely. Either India won't play or because of monetary reasons it might be moved.
It is more
I
likely
think
gonna
we
be moved.
should ask.
India has to play. तो वो तो होगा ही. India has to play. Otherwise, yeah, like what you said, you know, the revenues won't really match. Otherwise, their tournament is meaningless if they do it without India.
But then again Pakistan might boycott क्योंकि फिर उनके लिए वही है ना इज्जत पे बात आ जाती है कि भाई हमने कराने की कोशिश की हम अपनी कंट्री में करा रहे हैं और तुम एक कंट्री की वजह से घुमा रहे हो हम बॉयकॉट कर देंगे.
Which is unfair.
Man, what we need is like a stadium located in water, basically. You know, like in international waters, like isolated. You know, just go
या तो
play India
फिर
Pakistan there and come back.
But
I'm
neutral
good.
matches होते थे. Like we
Yeah.
played neutral matches all the time.
Like
we do.
they are shit, man. Like matches in Dubai are shit, basically. You know, and like
But it's
no.
also funny कि पहले अगर ऐसा होता तो पाकिस्तान बोल सकता था कि इंडिया डर गया या ये हो गया बट आई डोंट थिंक सो पाकिस्तानी टीम एट दैट पॉइंट कि बोल सकते कि इंडियन टीम डर गई ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता.
No, ये तो नहीं है.
Can
That's
can
not.
we go to Bangladesh? Do we go to Bangladesh as a team?
Yeah, why not?
Do we
Could
ever?
be Bangladesh also.
Yeah.
So like like keep the match there. Like whoever wins keeps Bangladesh.
Yeah, that would be a good theoretical thing. Oh, Bangladesh has no say in it. हम ले लेते बांग्लादेश को, but Pakistan और मैं इंडिया खेल रहा है मैच, बांग्लादेश
So like
हमारा हो गया. What the fuck?
they are rulerless. They are
Wait, wait.
rulerless. No, currently like they have like
Sounds like we
they
are
are
like, you
like
know, part of
stranded.
East, we are like board members of East India Company right now.
No man, like it would be fun, man. Like like whoever wins keeps
नहीं,
Bangladesh.
I think Bangladesh would be happy क्योंकि उनको पैसे मिलेंगे, stadiums भरेंगे and they will make a lot of money.
Okay, so let's keep Bangladesh as like playground. Rename it playground. Go there, have the tour, come back.
But generally neutral grounds पे होता है and the most neutral ground India Pakistan के लिए I think Dubai है.
Dubai doesn't feel cricketing, man. It feels like party. It feels party.
But वहाँ पे recording अच्छी आती है.
Yeah.
Stadiums are nicer though.
Stadiums are nice.
Yeah, stadiums are nice over there. Facilities wise.
Yeah, man. Like still it's shit, man. Like उससे बेटर है कि तुम यार हमारे यहीं पे आ जाओ, ये धर्मशाला में आ जाओ. कम से कम वहाँ पहाड़ तो हैं. बढ़िया.
हवा भी साफ होगी.
हाँ, हवा भी साफ है, रिकॉर्डिंग भी साफ है, बढ़िया है. Yeah, man. Either give it to Australia. Like every tournament, I feel should be given to Australia. They make it nice. Or like do it in a place with no pollution. Like in Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, always pollution, man. Shit ads, Pan Bahar written everywhere, man.
Are you saying you're against anti-Pan
Again-
Bahar?
No,
Anti-multinational
so it
corporations?
doesn't matter.
Shit
So
इससे
are
कुछ
you
फर्क नहीं
saying
पड़ता
you're
भाई.
pro Pan Bahar, Iceman?
I'm saying like we might get them as potential sponsors someday. Should we even like kiss them out?
Oh my god, yes, yes.
I think you would be a suitable face for that.
For sure, why
I
not?
think it wouldn't matter location कुछ भी हो. पान बहार, रजनीगंधा सब पहुंच जाएंगे वहाँ पे. राजश्री भी पहुंच जाएगा.
In America World Cup, they were there, or like the US World Cup.
I think so. अभी साउथ अफ्रीका के साथ जो T20 है उसमें भी तो सब ये पान मसाला के एड्स थे.
Yeah, man. Shit, man. Ban these, man. Get some like Calvin Klein ads.
तुम समझ रहे हो कि पान मसाला क्रिकेट को स्पॉन्सर कर रहा है एंड दे आर ओके विद दैट. इमेजिन करो कितना पैसा जा रहा होगा. हाउ मच मनी आर दीस पीपल मेकिंग कि
A
ये
lot.
सबको आउटबिड कर रहा है. सबको आउटबिड कर रहा है. बड़े बड़े
So do
ब्रांड्स
you-
को आउटबिड कर रहा है.
So भाई पूरा प्लेटफॉर्म, पूरे रेलवे स्टेशन ऑरेंज हो रखे हैं भाई. थूक के हो भाई. मनी तो बनी रहा है. क्या?
I mean, that's one way to paint.
Agreed.
हाँ, अगर स्पॉन्सर्स बोलते कि हमें पाकिस्तान मार्केट कैप्चर करना है एंड दे
Yeah.
पुट प्रेशर ऑन बीसीसीआई और आईसीसी टू कि भाई नहीं करो, हमें यहाँ पे ही चाहिए. बट वो मुश्किल है क्योंकि उसके ऊपर है पॉलिटिक्स. तो फिर मोस्ट लाइकली तो नहीं होगा.
Yeah, it's like
अफगानिस्तान में रख लेते हैं. अब can we keep it in Afghanistan?
अफगानिस्तान में पटाखे नहीं फूटेंगे वहाँ पे
बहुत
भाई.
dicey है वो थोड़ा.
पटाखे नहीं फूटेंगे वहाँ पे.
ऐसा
Just
नहीं है.
let's be clear on
Fuck,
that.
Shit,
We
Afghanistan
all
is a no-no, man.
we all love Afghanistani team. They show
Yeah.
amazing
Agreed,
like
agreed.
spirit, like underdog team. Love it. Love their players and
Huge
everything.
respect,
हाँ
man. Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
but
huge
yeah,
respect with the amount of support and the amount of money they have. उसके despite वो लोग जाते हैं भाई semi-final तक पहुंचते हैं and जिस हिसाब से खेलते हैं full like power के साथ खेलते हैं वो लोग. Mad respect from them.
yeah.
Agreed, agreed.
Yeah, agree.
But
Okay, so
With
yeah,
ICC tournament is hung in between Pakistan and India.
and big
Like
news
we
is
are so we are so confident, man. Like हम तो आएंगे और हम ये हमारा मैच होगा ही. मतलब group stage is supposed to be draw based type.
yeah.
Like there can be a draw in which we never meet also, but no one assumes it. Like,
That
we
never
take it for
happens, right?
guarantee.
That never happens.
Yeah.
It's gerrymandering. It's always there.
Yeah. So it is amazing, man.
It always happens. India has to play Pakistan, and England plays Australia.
Why?
Because that's where the money
Why?
is. ये rivalry है ना, Ashes की rivalry, India Pakistan की old rivalry. They want them to
Oh
play.
my God.
It's every ICC tournament this happens. You can look back 15
This
साल
is
का
a very
record देख लो.
shitty version of the World Cup, man. Like ICC, this is like Euros, basically. Euros of the cricket.
Kind of like I mean it's
and
also
ना अगर
Yeah.
सेम ग्रुप में आ गए पहले तो क्या होता है फिर चांसेस बढ़ जाते हैं कि फाइनल में लाइक दो राइवल टीम्स ही हैं जिनकी राइवलरी है सो इंस्टेड दे मेक देम प्ले इन द ग्रुप स्टेजेस and they
also
make sure like either top 2 teams or top 3 teams which are good teams qualify जिन्होंने perform किया.
also it
I mean,
makes
it is weird, man. Like
also it guarantees them one big revenue match because India Pakistan wherever it matches
Yeah.
plays is always a big draw. So
Champions League format. What is like the Champions League format? Or it shows me UEFA, man, not this Champions League format.
what's that? Cricket doesn't have a Champions League format.
What is this? No cricket, no.
Champions
It's
Trophy.
cricket
Champions Trophy is
League,
like
right?
8 teams, 2 draws, char team,
Champions Trophy. Okay.
4 teams in playing in 2 draws, like so 8 teams, like just the more refined version of the World Cup. World Cup had 10 teams. This one has 2 groups of 4, and they play each other. Every team plays one match each, so 3 matches basically खेलने group stage में. And then
It is a small tournament then.
yeah, it's a small tournament, yeah, semi-final and then final.
That's why it's named Champions League, maybe.
Trophy.
Not Champions, man. It is like
Champions Trophy, yeah.
It
Sorry.
was like defunct by the ICC as well. Last tournament 2017 में होता दोबारा इन्होंने revive किया and I don't know it's gonna last anyway. So nobody really bothers about this tournament as it is. But
man,
there is.
bring back Bermuda, bring back Kenya, man.
I do,
Yes.
yeah, I agree. Actually, the World Cup
Yeah.
usually like ODI World Cup should be done for like at least 20 teams or something minimum. But
Do
anyway,
you remember Bermuda? Do you
I
remember
remember
Bermuda?
Bermuda.
man?
I remember. I remember Bermuda.
Do you remember that fat guy taking the
Yeah,
brilliant catch?
yeah, that guy
Yes,
who,
yes, yes.
who caused a mini
Yes, I
earthquake by the
remember.
way when he took that catch.
Yeah.
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 Sehwag के लिए थे ना
Is
उसने
it
catch?
P-Wave or S-Wave?
I think it was a Sehwag catch. It must be P-Wave, man.
Sehwag also. It was amazing, man. Bermuda was amazing. Kenya was also amazing, like in my days.
Yeah. Kenya made one World Cup semi-final back in the day.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Also,
remember that.
also Zimbabwe had like a very Gora guy,
Which
who
guy?
made all the runs. I don't know, man.
They
Like,
had
he was
lots
famous,
of
man. Like,
lots of guys like that. The Zimbabwe team, man.
he was this famous guy,
The-
man. Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe is similar to South Africa, so they have a mixed thing of blacks and whites, so it's okay.
No, man. There is this just one guy who made all the runs, man, for their team.
Andy Flower की बात कर रहा है ये. It has to be Andy Flower. Andy Flower is like Andy Flower is the most prolific Zimbabwean scorer, test batter.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Andy Flower is the highest run getter. So I don't know who else you were talking about.
Yeah, maybe. Zimbabwe. Like, they don't even show photos of them. Like,
हाँ उनके साथ भी बड़ा बुरा हुआ था, but that's another thing. Like they fell apart. But like now their cricket is reviving too. Zimbabwe plays decent cricket nowadays. I followed some of their associate matches. It's cool. It's on a
also,
recovery.
Ireland used to play. Ireland a lot.
Ireland plays. Yeah. Ireland plays
Ireland
like
still plays.
yeah plays.
Oh,
अभी cricket
they
actually
defeated.
Honestly, like cricket's like associate cricket is actually quite healthy now. Like to be honest, there are a lot more countries playing cricket now, and like they have decent level of talent. Like that, even the World Cup, like the T20 World Cup showed us that. You know, like we had a expand. I think the World Cup should be expanding, not like contracting. 10 team World Cup जो last year हुआ था, like that's just like being like a elite, club. Like only 10 teams can play. Same thing I would say for Test matches. Like we were discussing earlier. Test World Test
अरे
Championship should be done in like 2 or 3 leagues.
it might be 10 teams, but ये होता है ना उसके भी qualifying matches होते हैं. It's not that goes without qualification.
Yeah, I know. They had a qualifying tournament for it. Like next World Cup is gonna be expanded to 14 teams, by the way. But I think there should be more. I think the sport needs to be more inclusive. Like add more teams. Like that increases like the charm and flavor as well. Like otherwise you're just seeing like one big boys play each other. So which is sort of a regressive strategy. We were discussing earlier, like Salty, that WTC, for example, should be a league-based relegation promotion system. So then, why that's not the case? WTC has issues where each team does not really play other, So that's like we're kind of in a situation where India has been almost the best team in the tournament. Now they've got 5 matches against Australia away, which is very tough. But like South Africa has a very easy draw. They're gonna play 2 matches against Bangladesh at home, and then 2 matches against Pakistan and all that. Easy matches coming ahead of them, and then they probably will make it to the final, which have a easier route. So it's like very haphazard, scheduling wise tournament, but it's still interesting because now every match counts. I don't know India's chances are, but I don't know if you want to chime in on that, like Border-Gavaskar Trophy, that's just gonna happen soon. If you have any ideas, like what's gonna happen,
Border-Gavaskar.
No, man, you don't say anything, man, please. You will jinx it. Like, please.
So just
Now let's
to
hear it.
give
Let's
the
hear it.
audience an idea, there is a myth that whatever I support, the opposite happens, which has been proven wrong. It's not that this hypothesis has been
Don't say
debunked.
anything about Kohli. That's just what I want to say.
What do you make of your chances of
No,
Kohli?
so
Virat Kohli making
No, man,
hundreds
don't say
this year?
anything, man. Please, man.
I'll start. So looking at what is happening currently, Sharma might not be available, Shubman Gill might not be available, and KL Rahul might not be available. So batting wise, and I'm not sure on Sarfaraz. Even I heard that he got injured as well during
Oh,
practice sessions.
okay.
So
Rahul,
batting
yeah,
They are they are
Shuman Gill is injured.
practicing or what, man? Everyone is
yeah,
injured while practice.
seems like it. So opening there is Jaiswal, then there is Kohli one down, or Kohli and Jaiswal can open, or there might be a new opener. I don't know. So batting looks a little dicey, at least for the first test. I'm not sure on the what do we say lineup or the first test. But if everybody comes back and everybody is healthy, I think India has a good chance because the pitches are good and they are not slow pitches. So if you can handle the swing, Kohli, Sharma, Gill, KL Rahul, Sarfaraz, Jaiswal, like I trust all of them to do well. And bowling wise, Bumrah is there. I have immense level of faith in Bumrah.
Yeah.
He will just like get wickets.
Bumrah is the captain too.
Hmm.
Do you think Bumrah is
For
the captain?
Yeah, Bumrah is
For
the
the first
captain.
test,
First test, yes.
for first test.
first test, na Sharma is not playing.
It's gonna be exciting series,
So
man. First day, it's supposed to be like a full packed house at Perth Stadium. It's about gonna be like 80,000 crowd or something plus. So that's
Perth is
pretty.
called
I
Vaka, no?
No.
Perth is called Vaka.
Vaka was the old
no
stadium.
no.
Now it's the Optus Stadium. Now they're
Okay.
playing in the new arena. If you
Uh,
look at that stadium, it's
So Perth
magnificent,
is
man.
not Perth anymore. Oh.
Fast wicket, like
more
it's gonna
So
be
than
the
the
fun, man.
batting,
so the pitch is
more than
not that
the
pitch.
bollo.
So the pitch is not that bouncy, crazy ass
No, it
pitch.
is. It's fast wicket, very
It
bouncy,
is
fast and bouncy.
But how do you
Oh,
know?
okay.
बहुत
It's the
ज़्यादा.
old record, man. Catchy, since this new stadium has been tried since 2018, this is like the new Australia's space hub, basically. Like that's
Acha.
it's the
Oh,
fastest wicket in
Okay.
Australia, basically. Still is. They have
Okay.
kept the
yeah.
same
Swing
characteristic.
and pace
Yeah.
और उसका तुम लेंथ बॉल डालो प्रॉपर अच्छा स्विंग होता है which I think Bumrah will figure out quickly. I'm really excited for the bowling and I want to see him bowl in Australia
And
and I'm
we
happy.
should rest Bumrah, man, like from the practice, man.
No, but
नहीं
Because
he's smart enough. उसको पता है कि उसको कितना स्ट्रेस करना है आफ्टर हिज बैक इंजरी उसने अच्छा कम बैक किया. उसका मैनेजमेंट जैसा भी चल रहा है अच्छा चल रहा है काफी. लाइक ही लुक्स इन गुड शेप. टचवुड. अगर इधर कुछ हो गया तो बहुत गाली पड़ेगी. बट आई ट्रस्ट इन बुमराह.
We'll call you Panoti Salty, man. Next time you come up to our episode,
Yes.
you'll be called Panoti.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
मैं
guys,
खुद ही
you
नाम
heard
चेंज
it.
कर लूंगा अपना.
Catchy, you heard it first here. Tomorrow, Bumrah will get injured, and you will see that in news.
Yes.
90% that's the chance.
Yes. There's
नहीं, अगर
80%
ऐसा
chance
I
of.
कुछ भी
mean,
हुआ आई 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 स्वेयर मैं खुद का नाम चेंज कर लूंगा अगर बुमराह को मेरे बोलने पे कुछ हो रहा तो.
Yeah. It's done,
Let's
man.
But
Bumrah's
हाँ,
gone now.
फाइनलाइजिंग माय थॉट्स आई वुड से फर्स्ट टेस्ट थोड़ा मेरे को डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है मोस्टली बिकॉज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग फ्रॉम द बैटिंग लाइनअप. अगर सेकंड टेस्ट से सब अवेलेबल हो आई थिंक हम लोग निकाल सकते हैं. मैं निकाल सकते हैं. आई मीन सारे टेस्ट जीत सकते हैं. नॉट जस्ट अ ड्रॉ. वी कैन विन ऑल ऑफ देम.
You are saying
a
we can
draw,
win
I think.
5-0?
Not 5-0. We'll see after the first test. First test ले रुकते हैं.
Before first test, you have
India
to
always starts
give
badly,
some
man.
prediction. No?
Starts badly, man. Like India is a bad tourist when they go. मतलब
So
first test हमेशा
now
आते हैं.
Salty has said we can win 5-0. Okay.
5-0, and then
Okay.
We are
on the other
Lock
end,
it.
on the other end, Catchy is saying we're gonna lose 5-0. So like there are two extremes, and then you and me, Wumpus, we are the beacon of
I am
wiseness
not
here.
again. रुक जाओ भाई. कुछ भी अपनी मैंने क्या बोला और तुम लोग ने क्या डाल दिया उसका. मैं बोल रहा हूँ फर्स्ट टेस्ट का मेरे को रिजल्ट नहीं समझ रहा. We'll see how it goes. But I
Everyone
think
will see, man. Everyone has eyes. Everyone will see how it goes. But what do you think?
yes. I don't know. मेरे को बैटिंग देखना पड़ेगा. बैटिंग लाइनअप क्या है.
But just
Genuinely,
some
I don't know.
random guess, man. Just
Abhimanyu
we will be
Ishwaran
wrong.
is
अरे
gonna be
हाँ,
opening, by the way.
I haven't
How
seen the batting lineup left. Like who are gonna play. I don't
how
know
do
the
you know,
team.
Ice man?
Oh, I read Cricket Info में article पढ़ा.
Acha, okay.
So again, I don't know the team, so I cannot say anything for the first test. And second test, if everybody comes back with full strength, the same team what we had for New Zealand, I think we will do good, regardless what was the outcome during New Zealand tour. But
I mean,
maybe
in
we'll do well in Australia.
New Zealand tour there was no Shami, right?
There was no Shami, that is
Yeah.
also there. But again, like the pitches were really slow, and our batsmen are not used to slow pitches as much we were used to. We prefer neutral or fast-paced pitches versus like the pitch gets really slow because then it tends to favor the spinners and the spin gets really unpredictable. Perth or Australian pitches का है कि bounce unpredictable है, but we can adjust as long as the speed is fine.
Yeah, I think the batsmen do favor ball that comes onto the bat like more quickly. They don't have any issues with playing on fast bowling, but it's more of a weakness. Indian weakness is more about spin now. Why do you think that's the case? Is Catchy and Salty? What do you think? Like why India keeps preparing like spin-friendly tracks that bamboozles our own team? Why do
Man,
they
who
do that?
cares about man? Like move on, man. Like cricket is enough, man. Like, we have given so much
मेरे को
attention to cricket, man. I
तो
hate
लग रहा
it.
है बुड्ढों की प्रॉब्लम है जो इंडियन सिलेक्टर्स है या जो इंडियन मैनेजमेंट है उसमें काफ़ी बुड्ढे आ गए हैं एंड
Yeah.
उनको पुराने ज़माने की चीज़ें याद आती है जब हम स्पिन अच्छा खेलते थे हम स्लो पिचेस पे अच्छा करते थे. They did change a lot of pitches. They try to make it fast. And वही है and the new batch are used to more fast bowling versus the spin. But अभी तुम अचानक से ऐसे बोलोगे कि नहीं हम पिच ही पूरा चेंज कर देते हैं. That doesn't work.
But I think it worked in the past, right? I think it's also that batsmen have become, more worse playing
It
spin these days, maybe.
It worked out quite well for us
Shastri
in the
also.
World. It worked out quite well for us during the World Cup final. I remember
And
that.
not World Cup,
And
man.
I will never forget that day. November 18th,
Yes.
Travis Head hitting a century,
Yes, I'll also
silencing
know.
or all the
I
crowd.
honestly say
I was rooting for Australia.
Oh my God, there's Rohit here amongst us, man. Like Bajrang ko bola
Yes.
bhai, isko pito.
I
अरे
don't care.
ये वर्ल्ड कप के टाइम पे भी ये इसको सपोर्ट कर रहा था ना, बोल रहा था इंडिया हारेगा, ये हारेगा, फिर इंडिया जीता, पूरा पलट गया, एकदम ही पलट गया ये.
Okay. I think I'm, counter to salty. I think I'm reverse Panoti.
Not reverse Panoti, you change your stance depending how India performs.
Not really, man.
Yes,
You're a
catchy.
hypocrite, that's what you are.
Okay. Thank you.
बट हाँ, वो नवंबर 2019 का तो छोड़ो, वो तो दिल पे एकदम ऐसे जो चुभा है. अगर ये लोग ने ढंग से
2023
पिच बनाया होता उस पर.
2023 भूल गए आप, 25 साल ही
अरे
हुआ था.
यार हाँ.
आज का डेट
Iceman,
है
you're
18
really smart,
नवंबर.
man. You're really
Call me.
intelligent.
I forgot. I have completely like messed up. ऐसे Kohli and KL Rahul were playing and Kohli pick up करने लगा. Again the ball came onto the slow. उसने जज नहीं किया, ball stumps पे गई.
Yeah, that was the
If
match.
that pitch, yeah, वो
That was
pitch
the match.
बराबर
Rohit.
होता, अगर कोई कुछ नहीं करता, pitch जैसा है वैसे रहने देता, we should have been okay. We would have been completely okay.
But KL Rahul batted valiantly in that match. Like he played like a proper test batsman. He scored like 60 runs out of 110 balls. Like that really
Man,
like.
he was giving his, like audition, man, for the test.
Like so that's
Yes.
why. Do you think Wumpus he
He's
should be like
playing
an
long
opener
game.
for the first test match in against Australia? He has a
Man,
great
he
record in
should be
Australia,
the
by the way.
he should be the captain, man. Like, what
I
the-
think I think in Test series he'll play like T20 batsman.
Yeah, भाई की पता है एवरेज कितनी है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में? 18. That's very good, man. Like we
Oh,
need at least like 18 runs तो guaranteed है उसके आएंगे.
what's the strike rate?
Strike rate? Who cares about the strike rate?
अरे हाँ, पंत है ना, we still have पंत, तो पंत can take care of the strike rate or that is okay.
मतलब वन मैन टीम बन
fine
गई
with
है. लाइक 90s इंडिया बन गया. 90s सचिन की इंडिया बन गई है भाई. वन मैन पंत आएगा, पंत बचाएगा. That's all.
we have gone. Let's go. But now,
No,
guys, you
पंत
have
का
heard
performance
this.
अच्छा रहा है
do it,
काफी.
do it. Yes. So now,
think-
guys, you have heard this. पंत का performance अच्छा रहा है.
Oh,
Salty has said it. Now
it's locked.
now
It's locked in.
Now it's done.
पंत
Like
का
Pant
performance
going
इंडिया
out
में
for
अच्छा
zero.
रहा है.
Oh my god.
I mean, not just Pant. There's also Jaiswal, Jurel, Washington. I think these guys also are gonna play well in Australia. I think instead of Surfraj, like if it was me, I would put Jurel instead of Surfraj.
But Kaji, it's not you.
Ha.
It's them.
No,
Yes.
I would put Sarfaraz ahead of Jurel for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Kaji, that guy averages 80 something, man, in tests.
In
Not just the
Australia?
average,
Who?
वो
Sir.
confidence के साथ खेलता है and that guy is hungry.
Surfaraz, man.
He's
Yes, Surfaraz.
hungry.
Yeah, Sarvaja had some bad blows in
Man.
in New Zealand series though. Everybody took a bit
man,
of a beating.
That pitches were shit, man. Like that Surfaraz guy like makes 200s, man. Like he's crazy.
Sarfraz has a huge potential. Like the level of potential, like you can get from him, I think is there. But like it's like at the moment, like all Indian batsmen barring like Pant and Jaiswal are out of form. So we have to see how that shapes out. But I hope he's given a decent run. And then अगर decent run में देख के एक दो century मारता है, run बनाता, then it would be great for India. Like we'll find a new batsman, like for at least for test matches. So.
Man, we need a Sehwag.
Jaiswal है ना.
We have KL Rahul.
Jaiswal is like
We also have KL Rahul.
No, we have KL Rahul. KL Rahul.
He'll play like T20 batsman in Test.
He's a great batter, man. Like he's the best batter India's ever
अरे
seen.
who?
Rahul. We are OG fan base of Rahul. Like here.
We
KL
like
stand-
Iceman.
KL stands for something. Like really like it has
Classic.
a very deep meaning.
KL-asic.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
KL
It's
as
a very deep name, deep meaning, but like the Rahul, like did you see his dismissal like in the A match? Like he played like ball like which bamboozled. Like I thought like his spin, trauma that shipped off to Australia as well. Like some guy like bowled him between his legs, like right between his like yeah, like underneath ball उसके नीचे से निकल गया और वो उसका
अच्छा, ball went beneath the balls.
Yeah, beneath the balls. Ball went beneath the balls, and then like beach का किल्ला उड़ गया उसका. Like, but that guy was like, I mean, we were preparing him for fast bowling, but then he played spin. India has a spin hangover,
Huh. So
especially
ball
KL
went
Rahul.
beneath the balls and hit the bails.
Yeah, you should
That's
see. It's
very
like
poetic.
it's actually one of the interesting dismissals in Spain, man. Shane Warne भी नहीं ऐसा कर पाया था.
Nice. I
Stop
think
playing with the
he will
balls.
be. No, I think he will be okay in Australia. I'm hoping for that. I hope so.
अभी ऑस्ट्रेलिया में तो
Yes,
एक मैच
we
खेला
heard
भाई
it
ने.
again. Wumpus,
ये
we heard it again.
But
एल
this is
राहुल
hope, man. This is hope.
Oh, अच्छा,
This
okay.
is hope. Hope works, but
Okay.
prediction anti works.
But
We can say
El Rahul is supposed to open, by the way, instead of Rohit. So I mean, he's gonna get a one more
instead
chance
of
to.
Rohit, come on, man,
रोहित
bring
नहीं है
back
ना.
Rohit, man.
रोहित नहीं खेल रहा. उसकी फैमिली का इशू चल रहा है. वो कर रहा है भाई. आ जाएगा दूसरे मैच में आ जाएगा. It's okay. He can be
Do
allowed.
something, man.
El Rahul
He
is gonna
just had a
open.
baby now.
हाँ. El Rahul is gonna do a first मैच में ओपनिंग या वन डाउन आने वाला है क्योंकि मजा आएगा देखते हैं
So
हमारे देश.
do we support this? Do we support this behavior? Salty turn is fiddling with the camera too much. Yeah.
I
Salty
think
is a good
gravity has
guy.
changed direction in
Salty is a
Salty's
good guy.
place.
It's a good guy. We love him. Don't
But
we
I
all?
do we
think
support this? Do we support this behavior?
I mean, he's a DB Cooper, man. Like DB Cooper of India, man. Like सबसे
No,
India में
no. I am
Indi
asking, do we support Rohit Sharma missing the test for the family? We
yes,
support this.
I do.
I support.
I support
Yes,
it. It's
yes.
okay, man.
Agreed,
Like
agreed. We support
ये
it.
cricket
Support it.
match है.
Yes,
Like it's
yes.
not like a junk thing. Sometimes if you have something personal in your family, you're allowed to give them like a break. It's okay,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Salty. You saying
भाई उसका
देश जरूरी है या family?
मैंने ऐसा कुछ बोला भी नहीं. जबरदस्ती मेरा
Yeah.
नाम लेके ना यहाँ पे चिपकाया जा रहा है मुझ पे.
पनौती
I
तो
am
तूने खुद ही
asking,
बोला तो पनौती है.
what do you feel? What do you feel?
मैंने नहीं बोला, ये तुम लोग बोलते हो. मैंने ये जस्ट लोगों को बताने के लिए बताया कि ये लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं. ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. नथिंग इज बीन प्रूवन. ये लोग की बस अपनी अपनी चीजें चलती रहती है. सो यू कैन इग्नोर देम.
नहीं वो ठीक है. अब तुम बताओ ये रोहित शर्मा का क्या सीन है? What do you feel? देश
या इट
की
शुड बी ओके
behavior.
यार. भाई
Yeah.
खेलते आया वो इतने टाइम से. अभी उसका एक बेबी हो रहा है. थोड़ा आई थिंक फैमिली को टाइम देना चाहिए. बट आई कैन ऑल्सो सी द पॉइंट. कोई बोलेगा तुम नेशनल ड्यूटी पे हो, तुम देश के लिए खेल रहे हो,
Uncle. Yes.
फैमिली कम्स सेकंड. आई
हमारे
माइट नॉट कंप्लीटली एग्री विद दैट.
या हमारे जवान सियाचिन में लड़ रहे हैं और तुम
Exactly. It's याचर में लड़ रहे हैं. But it's not a war, brother. It's not a war. It's just a cricket match. It's just a game, man. Come on, we gotta let loose. Don't take yourself too seriously.
but he is captain, man. Like, is he allowed? Is captain allowed?
But there's a
But
vice
ऐसा नहीं
captain
कि
for a
उसने
reason, right?
इट्स नॉट दैट ही वुडंट हैव टोल्ड. बीसीसीआई वुड बी कंप्लीटली अवेयर ना. उसने पहले से बता के रखा होगा कि प्रेगनेंसी
Yeah.
है तो मेरे को रहना जरूरी है.
Yeah, man. I support this.
I support Israel.
Whatever,
Yeah,
man.
and we wish him luck.
Yeah,
Everything
man.
goes well.
Like,
It's a good thing.
missing the birth of your child for like not even a sport. Like unfair.
Not even a
Yeah,
sport. What the
hopefully.
fuck did he just say? Cricket is not a sport.
Yes.
What do you think? Are you on record saying that?
Wumpus,
Dear
do
Wumpus?
not
Like,
edit this.
can you like really say it's a sport? Like, yeah.
पूरे पॉडकास्ट में आके भाई साहब सब बात कर रहे, अपनी एनालिसिस दे रहे, फिर बोलते हैं ये तो स्पोर्ट ही नहीं है.
No, मतलब like it, you can call it like a fun activity, man. Like, not a sport.
It is a
Fun
business.
activity, sports.
It is
It
more
is
a
a business. Yeah.
business more than a
Yeah.
sport. We were discussing
Business,
यार
fun
like
activity.
भाई
Yeah, man.
Salty before you were here we were discussing भाई बॉलर आता है अपनी पिटवाने के लिए चलता है मरवाता है फिर चला जाता है like what the hell man like what's
देखो,
going on is that a
मेरा
sport?
हाँ. तो अगेन इफ यू हैव अ वर्ल्ड क्लास बॉलर, इफ यू हैव टू वर्ल्ड क्लास बॉलर्स, वो टीम को है ना, मतलब दैट टीम्स बिकम्स अनबीटेबल. तुम ऑस्ट्रेलिया के अगर देखोगे जो विनिंग स्ट्रीक रहा है ड्यूरिंग स्टीव टाइम, उनके पास गिलिस्पी, मैग्रा, शेन वॉर्न थे. 3 बॉलर थे. दैट्स व्हाई दे वर सो
Bradley.
स्ट्रांग. और तुम कोई ब्रेटली भी था. यस.
हाँ.
सो इफ यू हैव वर्ल्ड क्लास बॉलर्स, हमारे पास वर्ल्ड क्लास बैट्समैन थे. तो तुम देखो उस टाइम पे हमने कितने वर्ल्ड कप जीते, कितने नहीं जीते. वर्सेस व्हेन वी हैव अ वर्ल्ड क्लास बॉलर और 2, शमी और जब बुमराह जब परफॉर्म कर रहे थे अपने 2023 वर्ल्ड कप पे, यू कैन
Yes.
सी दैट.
How many World
But
Cups have we won since 2014, man? Come on.
but Salty, the thing is कि अब change हो गया ना, like the whole bat and ball discussion, like that was still 20 years ago. That era was different. Like now, like the game has shifted towards, like at least the limited overs game has shifted so much
Yes,
towards the
call it a
batsman.
game, man. Call it a
Like
game. It's not a
30
sport, man.
20 ओवर में 300 रन पिट रहे हैं, like a bowler is getting like hammered, like you know IPL scores, like the strikers have gone up so crazily, like it's insane, like how teams are easily scoring like 200 300 runs like in 20 overs, like 15 over a run rate. That means like bowler की कोई value नहीं है, like the pitches, the way they create. And then flip that argument, India plays first test match against New Zealand right after 2 weeks later, जब after the T20 game against Bangladesh we get 46 all out. How is that conundrum, man? सोचो what's going on. Like the game of balance of the bat and ball has shifted a lot towards the batsman, especially in like limited overs.
I might not completely agree with that. I do feel वर्ल्ड क्लास बॉलर आ जाए कोई भी टीम के पास, या आईपीएल में ही देख लो तुम, अच्छे बॉलर्स का स्ट्राइक रेट देखो एक बार. बुमराह ने लगातार कितने ये डाले थे, डॉट बॉल्स डाले थे, और ही वाजंट हिट फॉर अ बाउंड्री लाइक फॉर अ लॉट ऑफ मैचेस. ये भी चल रहा था कि कोई उसको बाउंड्री मार नहीं पाया वर्ल्ड कप में, नॉट इन आईपीएल, बट वर्ल्ड कप में उसको कोई बाउंड्री नहीं मार पाया था काफी टाइम तक.
But I think that's not a fair example because Bumrah, like in my opinion, he's the best in the current generation.
So that's what I'm saying ना. If you have a world class bowler,
अरे but
उनको
he's
मारना
like
बहुत मुश्किल होता है.
It's like having Akram at his peak.
like that guy is a freak, man. Like let's talk about others, non-freaks.
So Catchy, what he's saying is Bumrah is the shit, and every other bowler is too shit. You know,
What?
they should step up.
Yeah, they should step up,
नहीं,
right?
my
But like
point
that's
is-
what it is. Like nobody, not all, everybody can be like.
But
Federer,
how
no?
will they step up, man? Like how will they step up? Like what will they do? You have two new balls in white ball cricket, and like test match cricket also there are like weird rules, like so many power plays, you know, like the bats are so thick, man, like you know, bats are like edge लगता है साला 6 चला रहता है. It's like stupid, man. Like
Sounds sus. Wumpus.
it's
Kachi,
like,
what do you think? What do you think about it? Like though, what's your thought
yeah,
process?
it is boring. I
About
feel like
what?
I want to finish it first. Like I feel so many sixes make even the sixes boring. I feel there should be an 8.
I agree,
Or I
man.
think,
Totally agree, man. Like
I-
I find it boring,
yeah.
man. I find it like एक 1 second. My best memory of like you know back when I was a kid watching cricket was like Shoaib Akhtar blasting the stumps of Sachin and like Rahul Dravid like one on one like 8 consecutive balls. Man, it was such a like a you know amazing thing because I never saw a guy like bowl as fast as he did. Like that is a something thing to cherish as well. Like there's a skill involved in it. Or Shane Warne bowling somebody out between their legs. Like that skill is like we are just totally discounting the fact like cricket is a you know game of discipline between a bat and a ball, like competition between a bat and a bowler. You allow like batsmen too much power and everything. Arguing like their bowler is shit right now is not the case, right? Because they have certain made rules such a way for at least 2020 that doesn't allow a bowler much breathing space anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
man,
I do
yeah.
understand कि ये रूल्स वो लोग ने काफी चेंज किए टू फेवर द बैट्समैन. लाइक वो अपना पुरानी बॉल चेंज हो जाती है लास्ट ओवर्स में जिसमें रिवर्स स्विंग आने के काफी अच्छे चांसेस
Yeah.
होते हैं. दैट मेरे को थोड़ा बहुत अनफेयर लगा था क्योंकि भाई तुम एज अ बॉलर रिवर्स स्विंग बहुत सही चीज़ है एंड वेरी फ्यू पीपल कैन डू दैट और ओनली टैलेंटेड बॉलर्स कैन डू दैट. तो आई डू अग्री टू द पॉइंट देयर आर सर्टेन रूल्स जो बैट्समैन के फेवर में जाते हैं. मोस्ट ऑफ द रूल्स गो इनटू द बैट्समैन फेवर एंड दे डोंट डू मच फॉर द बॉलर्स. और आई थिंक ये मोस्टली इसलिए कि एंटरटेनमेंट में ज़्यादा मज़ा आता है जब कोई छक्का चौका मारता है. सो इट हैज़ मोर एंटरटेनमेंट वैल्यू. तो हाँ, आई सॉर्ट ऑफ अग्री विद द पॉइंट कि तुम बैट बॉलर्स को पिटने के लिए अभी गेम बन गया. बट आई वुड ऑल्सो काउंटर आर्ग्यू सेइंग कि अगर बॉलर अच्छा हो और बॉलर का गेम अच्छा हो तो उसको मारना मुश्किल है.
मुश्किल तो है, बट यार मतलब वो मारते नहीं भी हैं तो भी 6 चला जाता है. You know, it is super easy. Like it is like imagine like you are playing football. Imagine you are playing football and you know FIFA comes up and says no. From today the goal will be like half the size. You know, like we are pro goalkeeper. You know, or like let's double the
So
size of the goal. We'll have more
हाँ,
goal. What will the
one
goalkeeper do,
thing
man?
Yeah.
one thing that they can do is reduce the number of wickets in T20. तुम भले ही पूरी टीम रखो 12 जन की, बट
Hmm.
विकेट्स 8 जन दो. तुम्हारे बेस्ट 8 बैट्समैन ही बैट करेंगे या 7 करेंगे, क्योंकि
अब make
20
it
ओवर
six,
में.
man. Make it six, man.
चलो 6, बट यही
Yeah.
होता है कि तुम्हारे पास विकेट्स इतने हैं ना, तो लोग
Hmm.
फ्रीली हिट कर सकते हैं. अगर विकेट्स कम हो देन कैलकुलेशन बिकम्स डिफिकल्ट.
Yeah, but that won't be cricket,
Yeah,
no?
man.
Guy, it has
Yeah,
always been
that
played
would
with
be.
तो
like 10
नहीं.
wickets, 10 team of 10 guys, like 11 guys playing each other, you know, like 6 batsmen ko allow karoge, then you're
अरे
like
भाई
saying, it's like, I don't know. I was like,
यार.
okay, maybe we can do like a six hitting competition. Like that's what T20 has turned out to be right now. And I feel like also to contrast, you know, abhi tum dekho ki T20 to test match. Many guys like, you know, what I felt like when I saw Rohit Sharma getting out like in New Zealand series, he was playing in a T20 mode. Like he was like trying to hit out everybody, baller out of the park. He was not showing like patience. So batsmen are already like getting those habits. Even the test value quality batters are playing in such a way, rash ways, that they are not really valuing their wicket, you know. So काफी transition हो गया है the game में.
Yeah, man.
देख सकता हूँ मैं वो तो फिर बैट्समैन की गलती है. अभी जैसे पंत इज ऑलमोस्ट लाइक अ सहवाग. मैं बोल सकता हूँ उसको फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कि भाई T20 हो, टेस्ट हो, वनडे हो, ये मेरा गेम है, मैं ऐसे ही खेलूंगा.
Agree?
Yeah.
Which is fine, but there are other batsmen who are well equipped with test, with one day, and with the क्या बोलते हैं T20. But we but I do see the point completely कि T20 वही हो गया. It's a lot in favor of a batsman versus a bowler.
And give the bowler some chance, man. Like, you know,
तो
like
कैसे
give him
देंगे?
some
चलो,
chance.
you give a solution for that. What do you think? What should be the solution? एक विकेट का हो गया, चलो लेस नंबर ऑफ विकेट्स फॉर
Uh,
T20. दूसरा और क्या?
what I okay.
Make the
So
pitch
feel
less
feel
flat.
no, like you know,
Agreed, I
like
agree.
I feel like there should be, you know, like this is a good idea. Like, you know, there should be like three wickets made for a match. You know, like especially for important matches. You know,
अरे नहीं,
and
3
while
तो
the
बहुत कम हो गया.
okay, no, three
नहीं,
is
go
like
on, let
three
him go
pitches,
on.
man. Like for
He,
match, man. Like, and like, you know, like these three could be like very different pitches. You know, like, you know, like you could have a say in it, like, you know, and one is like a neutral. And if you like, you have two tosses basically, you know, like you win the toss, you select bat, you win another toss, you select which pitch to play on, you know.
but that's like a resource thing,
So
man.
Okay.
Preparing
so the
three
bowler
wickets.
can pay the if you like, you know, imagine like you are a team who's like super good in bowling, right? So you have still no chance, no? When the game is so batsman heavy, you stand no chance basically. So you
I
are just saying make a
Fair,
flat
fair.
pitch and you will just win by default basically, you
but
know.
Wumpus, the problem is with
So
preparing three wickets is like gonna be resource intensive. एक wicket तो बनती नहीं है, तीन
अरे
wicket कहाँ से
I
बनाएगा?
फिर
I think Bumpers के आइडिया पे ये कर सकते हैं, एक्सपैंड कर सकते हैं, saying कि during power play the batsman can pick which pitch he wants to bat in. He can bat in
yeah.
a fast ball pitch, in a spin, or a flat. That will be his choice. And during bowling power play, the bowler decide कि उनको कौन से pitch पे खेलना है.
Yeah. Make two pitches, one bowling, one
Richie,
batting.
what do you think?
Arey, but
हाँ.
when you play on one pitch, the other pitch gets ruined, no? It'll get, spoiled, right?
You can
I don't
roll
know, man. Figure it
Fair,
out,
fair,
man.
bowler
fair,
and
fair.
stuff.
I have another idea like there. Like I mean, those simple ideas. Like either you know fix the fielding restrictions rules because there are too much in favor of the batter. The other bit
I
is like
agree.
I think yeah, or fix the pitch. But I don't know like if T20 they really want to do that. Like T20 is a product itself is about like batsmen going psycho and then like hitting the baller out of the park everywhere, every corner of the of the stadium. But in these experiments, I think would be really well tried, suitable for ODI format because the ODI format allows long form game as well in some ways, which I like that. You know, like some people say like ODI is very slow, but I do like that aspect about like in cricket it's optional, right? Like in cricket you don't have to watch the whole match from 8 hours from the beginning to the go. You can watch certain snippets of it, certain plays that are happening. middle overs or in the end overs or something like that. But I think these kind of experiments can be done, like, bring back reverse swing, for example. That would like really like, differentiate it between from test also to the T20 format. I don't know what you guys think.
I agree with the field restrictions. Being less in favor
Yeah,
of they should be made less in favor of batsmen.
I
I
am
also
in favor
feel
of field restrictions and the reverse, not the reverse swing, but using the old ball as well, क्योंकि उसमें फिर बैट्समैन को मारने का इतना आसानी से चांस नहीं मिलता because the ball is slow as well, so you have to put in your effort and energy and skills to play
Yeah, the
that
old
ball.
ball had the skill, no? Like back in the day when Wasim and Wakar were like really blowing through the teams in one day internationals, that was because they had the skill of like keeping the ball preserved, and then they would like 40 over hits, like the reversing starts, and like they would just bowl out opponents like that. Winnable matches, several times I remember like winnable matches, like team would be like 200 for three, and suddenly Akram and Wakar came out and like they bowled out for like 220 odd or something like that. That was like genuinely skill like that is lacking in cricket right now, and we are like just not appreciating the fact of how a hard worker bowler is and what kind of skills that those guys bring to the table. I think cricket में ये बहुत ही एक haphazard disbalance हो गया गेम में.
So I
तो
asked
हम आईसीसी को
ChatGPT.
लेटर कब लिख रहे हैं?
So I asked
Well,
ChatGPT
this podcast
what
is the
can we
letter,
do.
man. Yeah, what do you think? What does ChatGPT say? What does AI tell us?
Chat ChatGPT thinks bowling power play should be there.
वो तो वनडे में होता है ना
There is a bowling power play.
भाई.
So what's in the
So
bowling
what
power
do they
play?
have?
it's boring power
भाई
play.
I thought 3 पावर प्ले होते हैं and
Yeah.
नहीं नहीं हाँ bowling power play होता था. Sorry, I got confused. Apologies.
Yeah.
Ignore
It's
Okay.
my
okay.
mistake.
इतने rule
Okay.
change
So
करते हैं. We never all nobody can keep up with it. They keep changing rules like every
yeah.
other day,
नहीं
man.
वो
So
वो
ChatGPT
बहुत
saying
पहले चेंज
instead
हुआ
of
था.
batting power play, have bowling power play. And like for that, you could keep any field. You can bowl an extra bouncer or something, whatever.
Agree. That's actually a good
Or
rule. That I would agree with. क्योंकि एक ऐसा rule करो कि then there's no field restrictions at all. Like right now, even one day cricket में there are rules is कि you have to have 6 guys in the ring or 5 guys in the ring. Don't have that. Like
yeah,
the way in test matches cricket. Like test match में कोई भी field लगा
Yeah,
सकता है. You can put like 9 slips if you want to, if you wish.
yeah,
That would
yeah.
be fun to see. Even like white ball cricket में अगर ऐसा कोई captain है कोई team है like they're trying very aggressive strategy. It would be fun to see. Maybe during the bowling power play. 5 or 10 over period, like they can
Hmm.
experiment these things out. Like would be fun to see. I don't know. I think बहुत like
Okay.
gap. Yeah, it's a good idea. ChatGPT, thank you.
Okay. So second idea, double wicket bonus. So like if a bowler manages to take 2 wickets in the same over, so they get some bonus or something, some reward basically for doing that.
That's artificial.
cash
नहीं वो
cash reward or
That's artificial.
No,
That's like
not
Mickey
cash.
Mouse,
Like
man.
like
huh?
no, like
नया
some like
अवतार
if
में
you
new
get two
life.
wickets in an over basically,
What
so
what
you get some advantage, man. Catchy, like figure out
what
some
it is?
advantage.
Like you get a spawn, man. Like
I
you
don't
you
know,
spawn,
man. Like
you respawn, catchy. Maybe you get an extra
yeah,
over.
like
You get an extra over to
That
bowl.
extra
that is a
over or whatever.
punishment, right?
Like
How is it a reward?
No, the
no, like
bowler.
your favorite bowler can get another over. No, like
Arey,
that's a good idea.
by the end of 1 hour, they're already tired. No, like,
Nah, it's
By the end
okay.
of one over,
I
they're
think
already out.
I think
Like
fielding.
imagine Bumrah gets 2 wicket in an over, right? In a T20 or whatever, like or like so they can get one more over, no? Like you can shift over the whatever,
Yeah.
something like that.
just
Like
too ad
see,
hoc, man. Ad hoc.
Okay. So it's the third idea. Third idea. Oh, yeah.
No,
but no,
wait, Iceman is
this
saying.
second idea can be expanded upon. Like जैसे कि you've got your best overs. You already know like what your best bowlers are. Maybe they get an extra over
Hmm.
in T20 and like one day international. Like maybe उनको 10 की जगह 12 कर दो, एक बंदे को 8 करवा दो. That would like really
Yeah, yeah.
excite the things. It would be more like people will instead of teams will keeping on like cricket में होता है ना 5 bowlers or 6 batters होते हैं like and then one wicket
Hmm.
keeper. Instead of that combination they will go for 4 bowlers in that respect, like 4 proper
Hmm.
bowlers, then fifth bowler नहीं होगा बीच का जो आदमी होता है. Then you'll have like a
Hmm.
proper contest between bat and ball. They can do that in T22. Why restrict Bumrah, a guy like Bumrah, to just bowl only 4 overs in a 20-over match? Maybe have him like bowl 4 or 5, 6 overs. That would be interesting to see. I mean, T20 World Cup का final उसी ने जिताया था, if you remember.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so third one is like, you can have a free hit for bowlers basically, which
Like
which is
What does
how would
interesting.
that work?
Which is Yeah, so it says like, like you have free hits for batsmen. You need to figure out something that like a batsman does basically. Like, if he runs like too fast, like if the non-striker runs it like whatever, like he leaves the crease too early or whatever, like, or the batsman is not behaving certain way. So you can get a free kick, like a free hit for the bowler, in which like the bowler can overstep somehow, or like whatever, like you know, give them some freedom, basically, some rule freedom. Basically. Yeah.
if they if they're allowed to know bowl and no ball, they can just that's game over.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I don't know,
We
man.
can
It's
say
like Chat. It's
we
like
can
ChatGPT is
we,
trying, man.
No, wait,
we can disallow
they
wides if that's the case, like
Yeah,
in
you
test
can
match.
disallow wide,
During the
but
whatever.
bowling
that would give
during
no benefit, man.
Yeah.
during the bowling power play, we can disallow wides. Like they can bowl wide balls.
Yeah,
Maro,
yeah.
Ah,
like side Maro.
Wumpus, imagine like if there's no rule such as no ball, bowler can just run with the ball to the batsman and just hit it.
No, man. Like catchy. You think like everything extreme. Like if he bowls and no ball, it's like okay. Like he has to bowl from there on. Yes, I don't know. Like we made cricket great again, basically. Like in the mass, sarcasm is hard to
Oh
catch.
yeah,
Like
it's very hard,
get
like
blocked.
I can see my AI emulator is trying to find your face, like we can totally figure out, like, catchy. Exactly.
Yes, yes,
Exactamente.
yes.
So it has been a very deep dive discussion about cricket. Border-Gavaskar Trophy, India, Pakistan, like any WBC cycle. I think on our panelists, I really thank my great intelligent panelists for
Yeah,
contributing to this,
yeah. We are
im-
intelligent. Yeah.
yeah, impeccable conversation. I think
Exactly.
welcome to the first episode of Vibecast, and hope to make
If you are
more.
watching us, if you are watching us and hearing this, you get your life together, man.
Yeah, exactly. Do something about it. Or if you want to be our free follower, like we're very, appreciate that. Subscribe कीजिए,
Yes,
like
man.
कीजिए.
अगर कोई यहाँ तक बचा है देखने वाला, I don't think